tell you a story about me and you. Out on the water, surrounded by the blue. They scream that only I'll be saved. They tossed off the line, but I just let it float away. Yeah, I let it float away. I let it float away. I let it float away. Float away, float away. Yeah, I let it float away. I let it float away. I let it float away. I'll tell you a story about you and me. Stuck on the water, the waves are getting deep. They scream that only I can breathe. They toss out the mask, but it's a little out of reach. Yeah, I let it float away. I let it float away. I let it float away. Float away, float away. Yeah, I let it float away. I let it float away. I let it float away. There isn't any more to say. If you're not with me, I'd rather not be saved. There's no decision to be made. If you're not with me, I'll just let it float away. I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. Yeah, I'll let it float away. Float away, float away. Yeah, I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. Yeah, I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. I'll let it float away. Float away, float
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. It is time for the third round of the 2024 Formula 4 European Championship. And what a championship we have got on our hands here, as we are now at essentially the halfway mark of this series. We are here at the country that we started the 2024 season. If you remember back in January, we were at Paul Ricard. This time we are debuting at Magny. Of course, Magny, so much history when it comes to Formula 1. Nowadays, it's the home to a lot of GT racing, but today it's going to be home to the third round of Formula 4 for CMRSC. So many drivers entering into the session, ready to get their hands dirty and ready for battle. A beautiful sun out here, a little bit of cloud as well. And a handful of these drivers are looking to be the best of the best. We're currently in practice right now with 11 minutes to go. And we have so much to talk about as what an eventful round that was back in Austria. A very controversial finish and time penalties that even with the finish, it didn't matter. Justin Nasir has taken the official win of the second race in Austria. That was a big talking point after the incident between the TCOD drivers and Nuno. But it's a whole new day, a whole new week. Let's go through our drivers we have for today. Coming out after a little bit of a break from CMRSC, this is Luke Sutherland. Unknown from where he is from, he is looking very fast. I got a DM from Gabrielle, and he says to watch for this guy out here. He is going to be very quick. But looking down the order as he gets chased down by Michael McName, we have a Gabrielle out here who is currently second in the championship. Just 3 points off of the championship leader that we're going to be seeing a little bit later on. He is driving the Scarlet Red Formula 4 car as it goes down to straight into the last couple of corners. Next up, and Adam, very quick driver. Lots of fun to watch him out here in the green and silver car up here. Next up, flexing on the competition out here, Tom Flex in the Redbull liveried car. The Frenchman at his home. So can't wait to see what he does. Let's see if he can take home a race win. Not many drivers can say they have won it at home. Next up, Michael McName, the Jamaican driver who a bit unlucky in race 2, but race 1 scored a sweet podium, keeping his nose clean out of all the incidents up the road. And he was able to keep that one alive for JSRA. No signs of his teammate Jaden Harrison for the time being. We'll see. Daniel Taberner up next on the board there. A British driver still trying to find his feet on the track. Currently sitting P6, Martin Webster, who was an advocate of getting Magny on the CMRSC calendar. He finally has it. The Guyanese is very happy to be at a wonderful circuit. Can't wait to see what he does out here. Danny Nasir sits in pits as we have Dylan Moranti out in his second race here and back with Valhalla colors on his car. Love to see him back with this livery as well. It's amazing. Of course, up next, the last two drivers we do have in the pits, Mike Van Doren, championship leader, and David Costa, the Portuguese driver, following out Danny Nasir out onto the track. So lots of build, lots of tension over here. Let's jump straight into the live chat and let's talk to those drivers before we get this one underway. Let's listen to their thoughts.
Who's gonna stop me?
Me.
Oh, fair enough.
Like 4 people said me at the same time.
Dylan, be careful, I'm gonna give you a lot of
Back to your
space.
stream.
What was that?
Look what you did.
Dylan, that's not how you're supposed to drive that car.
Rahul messed me up.
Why am I
That's
saying
not how
hi to
take
you?
that one.
Yeah, bro. Don't talk to him in the
Rahul.
braking zone.
Yes.
Rahul.
Hello.
Don't talk when he's in the braking zone, man.
I will not talk when he's in the
Rahul.
braking zone. Alright, so y'all know the deal.
Dylan, you
We
gotta
are
brake.
live.
Dylan.
Make sure to keep them mouths clean. No potty mouths in here, or else you get
Yes.
rebuked.
No potty mouths. I'm between a Canadian and a French. French? A French. A French.
France?
It's not a good
Who is
combination.
behind? Okay.
Canadian and French.
Wanna pass?
That's why Dylan.
Yeah.
You gotta break, Dylan.
I
Oh, no.
broke it. I got the rear end of it. Whoa! I told you Canadians aren't nice.
Isn't the chat, open?
Yeah, it's open.
Then everybody can hear us. God damn it.
Yep. Make sure you're on your best behavior, Gabrielle.
Gabriel,
Oh, darn.
it's gosh darn it.
Watch
Or
your
she's
mouth.
What did I
Oof.
say? Wait. What did I say?
Wow!
Oh, no.
We're gonna leave them to it. They're gonna have their own little fun in the chat. Let's just get this party started out here. We have a couple things to talk about as well when it comes to today's race. So let's get straight into that with something a little more nice to listen to. Let's go talk about track limits for today, as it was a big talking point in the last round when it did come to those track limits. So we're going to let you guys know what is that all about. Lots of couple changes out here, and I think that's going to start just over here. So let's go around this circuit from bird's eye view, starting with the start finish line, of course, following the white lines, of course. So we just see a little glimpse of Luke Sutherland there. Here's our front straight here for today. Beautiful circuit, beautiful mod as well. Going into turn one, the white lines are going to be defining track limits. And as we go down through here, you're going to be noticing this corner is very tight but opens up very wide. You see Gabriel pulling off his best initial D and drifting it wide. But throughout this corner, drivers can take it as wide as possible, especially for the exit. The exit, as you can see, a lot of space there for the drivers can use that extra bit of room to just run that bit wide. So track limits are going to be very, very lenient around this area, where if the drivers do go a bit wide, it's much understandable, but must get right back onto the racing surface between the white lines. Let's continue on as we go down the back straight into Adelaide, the hairpin. This is where all the chaos is going to happen. This is going to be your favorite part of the track. Adelaide, the hairpin on the circuit. This is where the dive bombs are going to happen, so watch out for Gabriel coming out of nowhere, giving it his best dive bombs. And after we head out of that, as we see Sutherland go through, we're entering through the next complex of corners. And here, it's also a bit lenient, but real penalty. Our official system for watching cut tracks is going to be watching out here very closely, but very fast chicane. And the main worry is going over the green, mint green turf out here. So the drivers are allowed, if they do step off the white line here, they are free to do so as long as they keep two wheels on the red and white curbing. But as you can see, a lot of drivers, Danny Nasir using that to his advantage there. It's a very quick flick. You don't necessarily need all the turn in the world. You see a lot of those drivers not using it. But on exit, it's going to be very important that they stay in between the white lines here as they set up for the next hairpin. This one's a lot more trickier. The road is a little bit bumpy through here, so a lot of drivers are taking it wide and turning it in. A lot of them taking it like a traditional hairpin, sticking as far to the inside of the track as much as possible. Exiting through that sequence of corners, we head into Imola, the next set of corners as it goes up the hill. Now this one as well, a bit more lenient, as when the drivers go up the hill, this is the main section that you can see a lot of the tire tracks, a lot of them testing out, see how far they can go wide. Once again, real penalty really polices that, but after race penalties are in effect, once again, using that red and white curbing if they do go just that bit wide, so you won't be too strict on them with the white lines. After which, though, it's going to be white lights galore once we exit today's race and we head into the Italian GP at Monza. The exit, however, very strict. Stay in between the white lines, only 2 tires off of that, so it's going to be very important that everyone gets that one right. This is also another corner, can set up very well, comes up very abrupt, so very big chance for some opportunities to overtake as we head down now through the final sector. Very, very fast down through here. Can expect a lot of side-by-side racing if they can really set up the previous corner right. You want as much momentum through these corners, so these drivers are going to be really pushing to the limits. Last but not least, these last couple corners are going to be the main talking point. These could potentially be where virtual safety cars are deployed around here, as we see the final complex of corners. The first corner, the kind of squared right-hander. Nothing too much to talk about there. The drivers are doing very well on corner exit, as you don't want to go too wide, as demonstrated by Dylan. Oh, not the best example, though, but it's this corner, the final, one of the most trickiest chicanes. Very underrated chicane, and one of the most trickiest in sim racing, in racing in general. As you can tell, very, very tight through here, and it kind of almost serves as a ramp as we see Costa go through here. Very strict. Have to stay 2 wheels on the racing surface. That is that tarmac right there. A lot of drivers are able to use this as a ramp almost. The car does get a bit of air. The drivers have 4 cut tracks before they are receiving a 10-place grid penalty. Partab, good afternoon. Good luck racing. Best of luck to all of them indeed. There you see Philippe and Michael McName all crossing through there. So yeah, very strict through here. This could potentially be where all the penalties are served. Let's watch who else is going to come up here. Let's see what Gabriel does. As actually, you know, he's going to enter the pits. So pit road, going to be slowing down very quick. There's our pit line, 80 kilometers. And of course, we have our pit lane as normal. And then there we go. That is our track walk for today. That's what all the drivers are going to have to be worrying about. But as long as they keep it in between the white lines, these drivers out here, 13 on the track, should definitely be a fun one to watch. That is the end of practice. And qualifying about to get started. Luke Sutherland, fastest on the timing sheets, a 1:41.384. He's going to be the main man to beat out here. But of course, he is not the one who is really at all scoring any championship points, as, well, this is his first round out here. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. He's going to take a big effect in this championship. No signs of Justin Nasir, last race winner in race 2. But the championship is very close between those top 2 drivers of Mike Van Dorn and Gabriel. Don't forget about Daniel Tabiner, who's just about 11 points behind at 50 points, followed by Ann Adam at 48 and Justin Nasir at 40. Practice complete as all the drivers in the pits now. We have a couple drivers still out on track, including our debuting Felipe Monterio, another Portuguese driver out here. Felipe on track there. Nuno, good luck, my fellow Portuguese racers. I'll be rooting for them. Nuno watching from the sidelines out here. And as practice comes to an end, speak to the drivers.
Max Verstappen is going to win. There you go. Now you
No,
don't have to
no,
worry about
Lando
the rest.
Norris.
They're all arguing about Formula
Lando
1.
Norris is he finally going to have a win.
Yeah. If Lando Norris
Please.
win, I will give
Please.
everyone here €5.
I will take it.
The race is
Euros,
at 7 a.m.
That's like
Dylan, the race is- Dylan, the race is at 7 a.m. for us, so
I'm not asking for too much. I only want.
You're in.
1 a.m.
Yeah, where are you? You're in like the Netherlands or Germany, wherever you are.
Netherlands.
Here where I am, it's going to be 6, 7
All the
o'clock.
drivers from
I don't
different
know.
parts of the
It's
world, of
6
course. What's up?
Rule.
Acho também é.
What time? David, please. What time is F1? 1:30, 2 o'clock?
1 o'clock Eastern.
Okay. It's not too bad. I'll be
Yeah, it's
awake.
not that bad. Anyways, 20 seconds before we get qualifying underway. Yeah, just set your best lap times. Make sure you practice pit stops. That's going to be very important. Mandatory tire change for everyone.
Not necessary.
Very necessary.
No.
Unless you're a
doing it.
championship leader, then never mind.
Am I a championship leader?
No, you got some work to
No.
do.
Can I do championship or I'll pay you $50?
Wow.
What?
I'll take $50. All right. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
All right.
I forgot this guy lives in
Let's have qualifying underway. As all the drivers exit
Use
pits.
your microphones.
For the first time now here in qualifying, as we see, I think Narayan just spun it on
Ain't no way.
exit there. Oh, contact!
Come on.
And Michael McName is already trying to get out the danger that's around here. Roop Narayan making a mistake there.
I don't mean to alarm you, but that's not the track.
Let's have the drivers have their bit of fun there. Let's have qualifying begin now. Here we go. So as the drivers now go through the circuit, I think Gabriel is now going to be the first driver on track. Starting his lap, or I think it will be McName. We're going to find out. Yep, there's Michael McName. So we're going to follow him around. From bird's eye view up the top, a 10-minute session to go. This is going to determine who sets the grid. I want to say a massive shout out in the chat right there. Vinny 2019 skins. A lot of these skins you're witnessing out here for today are made by that talented man over there. So shout out to you there, Vinny. Awesome skins. Thank you so much for supporting us as well. All the props in the world to you. Check out formerly known as Race Department, Overtake GG, for those amazing Formula 4 skins. Awesome creator there. Much props. Let's get qualifying underway. Michael McName around the last couple of corners. Let's go on board and let's begin this flyer. As he heads in to T1 for the first time, completely flat out into 5th gear. And he goes a little bit wide here. Let's see how wide he takes track limits. Trying to keep it tidy. Just to let you guys know that the track limits posted in the F4 chat are in effect during qualifying as well. So after the race, if it is found that your fastest lap did include an extend, it is going to be 10 seconds added to your time. As Michael McName goes through Adelaide, exits through there. Couple penalties could be showing off early on in qualifying, but we're not going to be able to see them until we get racing, until we get this race done and dusted. As we go into the next hairpin here for the Jamaican now through the hairpin. Look how much steering he's putting into that, really fighting the front of the car to just turn in as much as possible. Exiting out as now he enters through to Imola. Next section. Let's see how much he takes through these curbs over it, and a little bit wide. So yeah, that's what we're talking about. That lap time wouldn't count. So if that's his fastest lap time, that's a 10-second time penalty for him. Just like that. Just like that. You go wide up there, that is it for you. So hopefully McName backs off and tries this lap once more, as I do accidentally take a screenshot there. Whoopsies. McName, though, going through the last chicane there, across the line. I'm not too sure if real penalty did give him a warning, but McName comes across the line, and a 42.411 is the time they're all going to have to take on. Next up, let's check out who else is going to come across the line now. Felipe puts in a time there. There we have Flex there at the top of the timing charts there, 42.3. His fastest time there. Daniel Taberner setting up. No, looking very slow across the line there, looks like. But he goes P4, 45.280. And Jaroop Narayan troubles early on in this session comes across. That is our line that we're going to be looking at right here. Gabrielle comes across now and goes to the top in the timing chart, so it's a 41.775. The drivers now have to take on. Van Dorn, championship leader, comes across, only P9 for him. Couple more drivers now to come across here. That is David Costa, going around the last couple of corners of Magny Cours here. Comes across and goes P5. We're going to stay on top of here at the flag stand. We're going to watch the last couple drivers. Do we have any more? Yes, we do, and that should be an Adam. Yes, it is a very bit wide there. That wouldn't count if it's going to be his fastest lap. So, comes across the line there, goes P4. So if he doesn't improve, that is going to be a 10-second time penalty for him. Very strict for all these drivers out here. Pay the price. If you're going to cut the track, slow the car down. Don't receive any penalties, because if we learned anything about last round, we know that it's better off to just take it slow and steady, because that will win the race. Michael McName back around the final couple corners, coming across the line. No improvements from him. Look at all the traffic as they go around the last couple of corners here. Felipe just ahead of Tom, and Tom's going to take it straight to the pits. He realizes there's just way too much traffic as they go around the final chicane here. Webster goes up into P6. Moranti, no improvement. Gabriel still the fastest man on track. Is he going faster? Well, let's check out their sector times. Just a bit off there, he is. And we're going to let him cross the line now. We're going to see what time he does. So he does improve in that final sector, but nothing to write home about. Sutherland now beginning his flyer. McName, though, matches Gabriel in the first sector, so he's on the ball. Going through the chicane completely flat out through 5th gear, shifts it into 6th, and locks up the front left down into 2nd gear. Great apex for him. He's looking very fast. McName, definitely an underdog in this championship. Unfortunately, wish we saw him at Silverstone. He would have really done some damage in this championship fight. He could be the one that we could be watching for early on, but still many rounds to go as he hops through a little bit wide there. McName. Now, a couple corners left. Remember, these drivers are so aggressive. At an exit of Imola, I really hope that doesn't cost them, you know, a 10-second time penalty, because these guys are really swinging it wide up there. But chicane to go for McName. Comes across the line. Regardless of if you do cut the track here and you do extend, if real penalty and the stewards allow you, that's your grid set. Just know 10 seconds are going to come to your way at the end of the first race. So no improvements from him, but Sutherland is looking to take provisional pole. 2/10 in the first sector, done. 1700 done in the second. Third sector is going to take that time right up to provisional pole. It's a 41.374. Gabriel, what do you have against that time, sir? 1/1000 of a second faster than the second. Personal improvements at the first. Slides the car across the line. It's a 41.6. So slowly climbing back up the chart. And Sutherland now exiting pits, as well as Gabriel. A lot of them going out for their final run. 2 minutes to go. Just 2 minutes left in qualifying here. Looking down the rest of the order, there we see Van Dorn, who has begun his hot lap here. Very steady hands out here. Not going any more wide than he has to. I think that was... not too sure who that was who did improve just there. Personal improvements from... oh, Costa. A lot of cut track there. That's not going to count for him. Sutherland and Gabriel, both of them following each other very close. This could be your battle for pole position. Red versus blue. So very distinct colors. And Adam, an underdog out here. Currently, ooh, third as he slides the rear end. Keeps the car moving. And following behind the top 2 fastest drivers is your championship leader, Mike Van Dorn. As long as he finishes ahead of Gabriel in this race, and there's 2 races for today, well, his championship is going to live on and continue to be the top man. 13 viewers out here as Van Dorn slides it. The Dutchman loses the rear end. Let's go watch Adam now. I don't believe he is on a valid lap time, but 30 seconds left to go. And when these drivers do come across the line, well, that's going to be their final lap. Unfortunate for Martin Webster, his qualifying looks to be done and dusted. Here we go, 20 seconds left to go. Your top 2 drivers now in the fight for pole position. Who's it gonna be? As Adam has Brandon Smith ahead of him and already slows the car down. That's gonna be his qualifying basically done. He can't improve from that. And that is it. Qualifying is now at an end. As we see, Roop Narayan has one more lap in him to go around. Tom Flex, third position. The driver at home. Tom Flex is going to take it to the pits. Great time from him as he comes across the line. Wonderful lap. A lot of drivers finishing off their qualifying. Sutherland finds himself off the track. That's his qualifying done. Eyes are on Gabrielle now. Adam is going to continue on his lap, even though he is backed off. Brandon Smith off the track as well, letting through Gabrielle. Can Gabrielle take provisional pole? Can he take pole position out here? We'll find out. What is Van Dorn doing? Van Dorn is also quick. And Adam, still nothing from him. Moranti, don't see anything. Tabater, nothing. So eyes are on this man. A second I saw somebody improve through there, but as Gabrielle hustles on now, couple corners to go. Second sector should be crossing over just about now. We're going to be seeing, there it is, 1/1000th of a second just off. This is going to be for all the marbles here. Gabrielle, last couple corners. Can he take pole position? All nailed down to this corner here. Don't take it too much. Perfect! Across the line! No, he can't! It's a 41.575! What can we see from Van Dorn? Nothing! That's his qualifying done. Roop Narayan, Danny Nasir left to go, but those two drivers about to come across the line will not improve their time. That means it is Sutherland on pole position, and he's back.
Time, Tom.
All right, congratulations. Fun qualifying there. Your top three, Luke, Gabrielle, and Tom. Give me one moment. I will let you guys know the extra rules going into this one. Make sure in the meantime you have those setups set.
Quick one, Raul. I never registered a lap. Like, I cut one lap earlier and then nothing registered. I even teleported to pit. Well, back, I never registered a lap. Why is that? Do I need to come out the server and come back in?
I'm not too sure. Were you setting in valid lap times as you were going around qualifying?
Yeah.
All right, we'll try rejoining into the session.
All right.
Meanwhile, though, I'll let you guys know on the rundown for today's event. So, 12-lap race coming your way. 2 12-lap races. The second race will be a reverse grid of the top 10 flipped. So that would mean that on pole position, it will be Tappener, followed by David and Martin. That's going to be your top 3 for race 2. First race and second race, both mandatory tire changes. So you must come into the pits once throughout this race and change your tires. Pits are always going to be open. In this race, if there's going to be an incident, a virtual safety car will be pulled out. If you're new to it, basically the leader is going to be the safety car, which he will follow a maximum of 100 kilometers. After which, every driver behind him will just follow suit, doesn't have to worry about the pace, just make sure they are following the rear end of the driver ahead. Check out F4 chat for the track limits for today. Everyone in qualifying looked very well, but I will say, if your lap time did include going out of the white lines, just know that you will be 100% guaranteed to receive a 10-second time penalty at the end of race 1. So race 1 results will be affected from that qualifying session. So if that was your fast lap, if you did cut the track, don't worry about it. Just know that race 1, it will affect it, but grid right now, you are good to go. Yeah.
Bro, I'm getting fail to connect handshake now. I can't connect.
Restart content manager.
Okay.
Does anybody know how much fuel you're gonna need?
25.
Okay.
Yeah, there might be a chance we have to restart, just to restart the timer.
I'm sweating.
Dylan,
Same.
1 second.
What, Mike?
Yeah. No, nothing. 25 liters.
Is it rolling start, starting start?
Standing start.
Okay, let's take a glass of water.
Daniel once again on a very tactical reverse grid pole.
Rejuvenate myself.
I just didn't have a good qualifying for the 3rd week in a row, you know.
Hey, Gabriel, check your right.
Danny, any luck
Yeah.
reloading in?
How did you
I'm
get
trying
in?
now. I'm
I
trying
don't
now.
know.
If you can restart for me, please.
Just
Yeah,
don't
fit
kill
your
me,
time.
Tom.
You have 50 seconds.
I don't know. Hang on, it looked like it's coming in now. I had cut off the track like my first lap, and I had that black and white flag thing. You think that's the reason?
If you keep
Yeah,
cutting
if
the
you
track
do-
and you don't set a valid lap, then yes, you will not see a lap time on your.
That was only for the first lap. The rest of the lap was valid.
All right. I'm gonna restart it regardless. I just want you to load into the server first, and then we'll restart. So make sure your setups are set, as they're going to be quickly reset.
What?
Just your pit stop strategies. There's a chance that it might just default to 0 strats.
So we are not starting?
We're just going to restart the timer now. So don't worry about the lights.
So we are disconnecting?
No, we are not disconnecting. So don't worry. If you guys want to go, you can go, but it's gonna be restarted in a second.
Lights out and away we go.
Oh, I was in the bits.
No worries.
Send the board, please.
Are we racing? Let's go.
What was that noise?
I like how any
All right,
time
before
I
you
go
click the drive button, check your pit stop strategies. Make sure everything is all set. That tends to just reset completely. Danny, everything all good on your side?
No. I got no accelerator. I got nothing now. Something is wrong.
Man, this is not something...
Try
I don't know. I just started driving and it stopped. Not my fault. I gotta exit and come back in.
You do need to
Just your
exit.
pedals Is it just your pedals not working, Danny?
That's now. Before I was getting failed handshake, I was getting a whole bunch of stupid things started happening, and I wasn't able to register a lap in qualifying.
I don't know if it's your pedals or like the software.
No, it shouldn't be that because I know he was practicing a bit earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was working.
Yeah.
And the
but
practice, I was fine. It was just qualifying. It just messed up.
did you ever leave the server? Ever since
No.
practice ended?
Yeah. No. No. After qualifying, I come out and come back in. Yeah.
Was there any reason for you to come out after qualifying?
Before that, no.
You shouldn't have
Yeah,
left.
let me try again. Well, I had to leave because you told me that's the only way I could register my laps. And nothing was registered, so I asked you if I should exit and come back in, and you said yes.
No, I meant...
That's what I did.
I meant if you had... Okay, never mind then.
Okay, nothing is working here. What do I do?
I'm not too sure. If you want to quickly check
Okay,
your settings...
I'm on the grid.
Yes.
Should my accelerator work, or wouldn't it work until the lights come on?
No, it should be working.
You should be working as long as you're... If you click drive,
I click drive and I'm on the grid. The only other thing I'll try here is
Just get your gas pedals if your RPM's
I'll reboot my computer. That's my option.
That's... we can't wait for that then. You're going to have to wait till race 2. If it's going to be a computer restart, we cannot wait for that. That's a bit too long.
Well, okay, I'm sitting on the grid. What do? I'm hitting my accelerator and nothing happens. You know, you help everybody else. Help me. Come on.
I am, but you're saying restart your computer when we're 22 seconds from the
2
grid.
minutes. Come on. We can do this.
Guys, come on. Hold on. All right, I'll restart it one more time. I'll try to break this down really quickly.
Can I go to the toilet then?
Yep, you can go for it.
Perfect.
Run.
2022 Japanese Grand Prix.
Brother.
You really need to go.
All right, Danny. So, exit the session, go to your settings, go to controls, and make sure you have all that set there. You don't need to restart your computer or anything like that.
Go if you need to take a
Also remember, make sure, your pedals could potentially be unplugged. So make sure, you really push that in when you're out the server, especially.
Yeah, if you have the option to unplug and plug them back in, sometimes the computer doesn't detect it.
Yeah, it could shake off easily.
It's happened to me with my shifter where I've had to unplug it and plug it back in.
Dump rice on it if you need to.
So, folks,
Yo, brother, just
a little
turn that
delay
fan
on the grid, but
don't be that sweaty.
we want every driver ready to go racing with
I
us.
mean, it's terrible, dude.
We want every driver racing, so we're trying our best to see if Danny Nasir is good.
Hurricane.
Yes.
But the grid is all packed, so folks, we're just not too long away from the start of race 1. Don't go anywhere. This might be your pee break, actually. So if you want to quickly go take a bathroom break, and some of these drivers are doing it.
You can buy a new one.
I know, I'm just not playing.
We'll get him a new one if he can win the championship.
That'll be his prize.
That'll be the prize.
Make sure it's allowed to take our turtle beach.
Oh, be
got a
grateful
hat.
with what you get, because you're talking through a sponge right now.
Luca got a hat. Michael got a
See,
headphone.
this is what, so just want to say you would let me finish. Don't be surprised my voice gets muffled, but I can notice it.
I can just
Brother,
through
use it.
He's talking through an empty Pringle can.
It's just through a wind tunnel.
Brother is using a 2005 Xbox headset.
No, those things are way more HD than what I'm listening to.
HD? There's nothing HD about those.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
As long as you don't scream, you should be fine.
Are we starting? Are we starting this race for Hole?
Okay, yeah.
Danny.
All right, Danny, I see you loading in now.
We have 20 seconds. What are we doing?
Are we waiting for one guy?
Potentially restart one more time.
Again?
You're on the grid.
Oh
And
my
you
god.
can wait 5 minutes.
Oh
You cannot
my
continue that.
have
Thank you, I had no fuel.
Yeah,
That's them leaving.
Are you
Bye-bye.
saying like to the people that I don't know why today we have more people?
Oh, we have a lot of
Watching
people
the-
driving
Because
and a lot of
French.
people spectating. All right, Danny,
because
did you do what I said, and did you check your? Did you check?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Did you check? Did you listen to what I said? You went in your settings. You checked if the pedals are plugged in and they're working.
I didn't hear that. I was.
What were you?
Now I'm hearing that for the first time.
You were
I'm
rebooting. Okay.
I'm about to get back in. Yes, it's plugged in. I was driving it.
No,
Let me see
but
what
I'm
happened.
just saying if it did shake out. I hear somebody accelerate. I don't know if that was you.
Are you not in the same house as him?
It's me.
It's in the basement.
Oh, jeez. Stairs.
I'm afraid to go with 59% brake wise because I think I'm gonna spin off. But
Try
All right,
zero.
Danny, communication. Please tell me what's going on. I see you in the server.
It seems to be working, but I have no sound now.
Okay, now you can leave, and now, okay, you go very slowly because you keep hustling. We're waiting for you. Close the sim. Close Content Manager. Give it a second. Open Content Manager. First, click refresh before you join the server, then join the server. Bless
Bless
you.
you.
That sounded way too loud for a sneeze.
Sir, are your lungs in your chest still? Did you lose them?
Yeah, I think he just lost his left lung after
I
that.
think they flew out of his mouth.
Yo, bro. Hey, Dylan, we're still gonna make the GT3 race tonight, aren't we?
There is no GT3 race tonight. It's next week.
You should smash the
Oh,
headphones
good.
here, man.
Yo, that fan.
is the
No.
GT4 is a GT3 race in teams like?
Yeah, there was a GT3 championship in teams.
That's true. There was. There was a pretty cool guy that won that championship. He's a pretty cool dude.
Yeah, thank you.
No.
Danny, communication, what's up?
It's loading back again. I'm loading.
30 seconds.
All right. I'm gonna
We're
do it.
holding.
Another
This is the last one. This is the last restart.
Right
So
back here.
now, set up fuel. Set up in fuel pit stop strategies. We're good now. If you don't got audio, as long as you're able to drive, that's the most important part.
You know, I'm grateful for this restart because I nearly forgot to fix my strategy. Jesus
Imagine
Christ.
there's a crash turn
How
one.
much fuel did you guys put in the car?
25.
Danny, communication, please talk to me.
Yep, I'm in. I'm not hitting drive yet. I'm giving it a couple seconds. I see you got 2 minutes.
Okay, make sure you set your strategy first while you're waiting.
Yeah, well, that is already.
Okay, well, hit drive.
Oh, I crashed. No, I'm kidding.
All right, no sound. I'll play with it.
Ah, man. All right, well,
Just race without sound. Why do you need sound?
yeah, just I understand sound's important, but look, as long as you're able to drive, we've been holding off for
You have the
too long now.
tachometer.
All right. All right,
right.
thank you guys. Not big deal. It's 5 minutes, so it's not the end of the war. Thank you.
You're lucky we like you.
You're lucky you kind of.
That's why you're
You're
here.
lucky you kind of own this place, so we can't really do anything about it. I'm just a staff member. All right, minute 20. Make sure you guys are all set, strategies and all good to go, and please don't crash a turn one because then I'll be very disappointed.
Please.
Yeah, all
Yes,
this
please,
waiting.
guys, close
All
eyes.
that-
Please,
Just
Gabriel,
be
please.
careful. Just
My-
be
uh,
careful.
Do you guys have like
Let's let them talk. Here we go, guys. We're finally getting underway. 2024 Formula 4 race 1 of 2. We're at Magny Cours. We're next. the drivers all get ready for this race up here. A bit of a delay, and we're ready to go. 30 seconds left. Let's see how quick we can go through the standings after qualifying. It's Luke on pole, followed by Gabriel, Tom, and Adam. Michael McName, Mike Van Dorn, Dil Moretti, Martin Webster, David Costa, Daniel Taberner, Felipe, Andrew, Brandon, and Danny Nasir to round out your grid with 13 seconds left to go. We watch the drivers as they get ready for the beginning of this one. The crowd has had enough. They're absolutely wild out here in Magny Cours for the French Grand Prix. Here we go. 5 and 6 lights. Let's get underway. We go racing at Magny Cours. Great start here from Luke Sutherland as he covers off Gabriel as they go into 1. Tom Flex, great start there. He just shuffles in between Gabriel and Sutherland as they exit through there. And there we see Tom really trying to go around the outside. A couple of drivers going off wide there. That's Adam on the outside. Let's head up to the hairpin now. Underway racing now. Here we go. 3 wide going into the hairpin. Flex on the inside. Can he take the lead? Just about. Yes, he does. What a lead change there. Oh, contact in the background. They all get it going. 3 wide in the middle there. Ping-ponging through there. Not too sure who that is. Look how close the top drivers are. Sutherland tries to get back into P2. Gabriel on the inside. There we see Van Dorn. Oh, contact is made around the outside. Virtual safety car will be deployed. All right, VSC. Massive pileup, guys. Wow. I did keep it clear. Keep it clear. The order will be reformed back. I will let you guys know what the order is. Virtual safety car. So Tom, you're at 100 kilometers. Pits are open. If everyone is entering pits now, we don't have to worry about shuffling the order from that incident, but huge crash. Glad we were able to get out of there alive.
Yeah, Martin, you just need
wow,
to space,
huge pileup at the hairpin.
Like, Jesus Christ, I have no space.
Oh, wow.
Who spun out?
It's a lot, and it will be looked at.
Behind me, Raul. Why
Guys, no overtaking. There's no overtaking. Back off if you did overtake. We're under virtual safety car. You can receive a penalty for that.
So nice
everyone
into the pit
enters
lane,
the pits. Is that Danny staying out? Looks like Danny is going to stay out.
Where's my books?
I missed my pit.
Looking at the very top, who else? We have a couple drivers off there. All right, Danny, you are race leader, so 100 kilometers max for you. Brandon Smith, you're just catching up. Looking at pit exit now. There we see Gabriel on exit, followed by Tom Flex. McName is out there.
Well, that was carnage.
Carnage indeed.
Let's not do that again, yeah?
But Danny, now the leader. All right, we're going to go green by the end of this lap.
Where's Luke?
Dead.
Did he spun out?
Yes. Everyone spun out.
Yeah, someone took me out at the start.
Oh, your mic is so loud.
Oh, sorry, guys.
It's all good.
It's good. It's good. Yeah.
All right, with everyone out of
It's not
pit.
as bad as Michael. So
I thought that you oversteered or something.
With everyone out of the pits, you can take a look at that left-hand side menu.
That star was insane.
Everyone with that yellow sticker, that means they have made their pit stop. It's only Danny and Brandon still yet to do so. They're playing the long game. All right, Danny, remember 100 max, 100 max. Just slow it down a little bit.
I think it's pretty funny then.
What is happening in the chat?
Glad somebody appreciates it.
Yeah, I'm constantly hearing that,
Filipe, OP, pode ir um bocadinho mais para a frente, mano. Tens que os acompanhar.
What?
What?
All right, guys, we're going to get ready to go back racing, so no more weaving anymore. No more weaving. We're going to start to get single file.
Yeah, and keep the chat clear. I mean,
the in-game chat is being
spammed. Correct. As the leader, they are allowed to go at any point once race director allows them to. So they will control the restart. And I will let you know, Danny, when that happens.
Okay.
So, as they all get ready for this
yet and like pull away, and
As-
then we will fight, okay?
Yeah, okay, okay.
All right, Danny, you control the field now. Everyone close up. Everyone close up.
If I'm fast again,
So we're going to figure out
Not
when
yet.
we go.
The next lap.
Clear, guys.
Not
Clear
yet, Mike,
comms.
not
Clear
yet, Mike.
comms. And Danny looks to be gone. He is gone. And now we're back underway. Or has he slowed down? No, I think he went racing. Or has he slowed down? No, he's gone. He is gone. Just going a little bit wide there. But now we go back racing. And there we see already trying to go 3 wide. Look at Flex on the inside. Already sending it. Flex, Gabriel says don't do that. He's already done it. He has sent it. It's a race, man. McName, a bit of a weird rejoin. Brandon and Moranti side by side there.
Let's catch up the first and I will give you the place field.
And as they snake down through the order, Flex has
I will not resist.
allowed Gabrielle to go through, so that's a bit of mutual respect from them. Let's watch the hairpin. There we see almost 4 wide. McName onto the inside. Really trying to hustle through Brandon. Trying to take it very deep. Very ambitious indeed. 3 wide going through there. Danny Nasir is going to have a bit of a fight on his hands. As there they see them all enter the hairpin. Last time we were out. Oh, Danny goes wide. Loses the lead and Gabrielle takes it. As they all go through the hairpin, now looks a lot more cleaner. A lot of drivers going a bit wide there. But now Flex trying to find a way to get past of Danny Nasir. Snaking through Imola now. Going a bit wide almost there as we watch the home man Flex on the outside. Can he pull off a switchback? Oh, just about gets the momentum, and he is going to go side by side and take the move from Danny Nasir. Tom Flex is just about gonna inch his way up into second position. And a circuit that we thought that would really split up the pack. It's quite literally the opposite. There we see Costa and Smith side by side. Costa's gonna make the move onto the inside there. Great opening laps now we got under our belt now that the pack racing has calmed down just a bit there. Oh, Moranti off the track.
Back of me, man.
Oh, and he comes back on contact.
Serious,
Hard
guys? Why
hit.
are everybody just running in the back of me?
And Carnage there trying to figure out who is where. Michael McName is off as well. Flick spins the car completely.
Sorry, that was my bad.
And Moranti's still stranded out there. But Gabrielle
Just lost me, David, my suspension.
on circuit now. A lot of drivers frustrated. Not too sure what's going on there. There we see Adam onto the inside, and it's just about going to take Danny. Danny goes off. Danny made contact with him.
Just quiet. I mean, I cannot hear the car at all.
Danny Nasir getting collected. But I think, really, it looks like he turned in to an Adam. But wow! Some chaos early on here. Martin Webster, currently in P5. A lot of these drivers keeping it clean early on. He's going to keep this one alive. David Costa side by side with him, trying to find a move onto the inside. Can't get it done. Portuguese driver himself now is going to find another way past the Guyanese. The X-Play driver of Martin Webster. Championship leader, though. Van Dorn is... Oh, wow! He has suspension damage! Look how much damage that is onto the front end! As we see up ahead, Costa really trying to fight as Webster goes a little bit deep. They all go side by side through the chicane. Martin has to back out. And the position's taken now by David Costa. Championship leader, Van Dorn. Big, big damage for him. And he's going to be sitting this one in the pits, getting that car repaired. Any points he could take at this time matters. 3 points the difference. But when your championship rival's now in the lead, it's trouble. Bit of a chaotic one as all drivers still get very close with each other. Webster now trying to push forward to try to find back P5 as Danny Nasir retiring out of this one. Unfortunately for him, so all waiting for him. Been unfortunate, kind of goes to waste. Possibly rejoining into the session, however. He does have the reverse grid to worry about. He can still make it back. Oh my god, so much momentum is at Adam. I'm not surprised. I did see that car going wide. just like that. But he is closing up to Sutherland now. Sutherland very quick on track, but he has a long way to go if he wants to catch up to those front runners of Tom Flex and Gabriel. Can Tom Flex, though, take a win out here? We'll find out. He has 3 seconds to Gabriel. There you see a race leader. And Danny Nasir getting right back into the session, so he's towed the car back. And Tom Flex is on a mission. 43-0, however, against the 41, so 2 seconds faster is Gabriel that time by. Through the order now, Webster. Oh, wow, a lot of curb, and that's what we're talking about. That chicane is a killer, and Webster showing a perfect example of what happens if you take just a bit too much risk versus reward through there. So Webster is going to lose out on a lot of time. McName as well. He is gone, spun it around early on here, but we are halfway through race 1, lap 6 of 12. And there we see Roop Narayan against Brendan Smith. We don't get to see much of these two drivers, so can't wait to see what they can do now. Your battle for 9th. These are points on the board. A lot of good points to climb up through the field. We're going to see what Roop Narayan does around here. And we're gonna find out here. Roop Narayan, does he send it? No, very far away is Brandon Smith, but Brandon goes wide. Now Roop Narayan onto the inside, and has he got the move? I think he just about has now, and he does. Covers the outside there, but now Brandon is going to commit to the inside. They're gonna go side by side through this next section. No, Brandon is going to back out. Roop Narayan, a great move from him, is going to move up into 9th position. Good fight there between those two drivers there. Daniel Taberner now hunting down Michael McName as Gabriel puts in the fastest time of this race. Oh, a little bit of a slide. 41.709 against the 43.483 from Tom Flex. A 43.0 against the 42. So out that top 4, it looks like Ann Adam is faster than the 2 drivers ahead of him. So very, very interesting information to take in. Fighting through the curbs. This is your battle for P6 between Martin Webster, Michael McName, and Daniel Taberner. So you try to find the rear of Webster. There you see McName really closing up the gap. 2 drivers in the Caribbean. Gonna be clashing heads now. Gonna find out how this one's gonna play out. McName, though, just about in the slipstream. 0.6 the difference. He's just hanging on by a thread. 1.2, though, behind is going to be... Oh, but trouble! Costa! Found himself lost out. Losing out through Adelaide there. Brings up the yellows momentarily, manages to save the car. His challenge to get up the positions is kind of lost, and I think he's now going to have to resort to fighting and defending off of Webster, McName, and Taberner, as McName now tries to find a move around Martin Webster. 2 veterans of sim racing in the Caribbean. Martin Webster, one of the pioneers, one of the first Caribbean sim racers. And he's not going to go down without a fight. McName, though, a part of that kind of second generation after the birth of sim racing in the Caribbean, kind of went off. He's got that younger mind out here. Don't mean to call Martin old, though, because here comes McName anyhow in the slipstream. Looks to the inside. He's going to look to send it down. He's going to commit to it. Sends it down the inside. We're going to watch on top. Oh, trouble. There we see David Costa in the middle of the road. Has to allow... Oh, a couple drivers to slow down. Costa again spinning out, but this time I don't think there was contact again. McName, who just had the move done, had to avoid a strucken David in the middle of the track. Split these guys up just a bit. And Webster is going to survive once more. What a fight here. 4P5. These guys giving it their absolute all. These are some very important points in this championship, especially for Daniel Taberner. Position being made here. There we see Felipe getting past Brandon Smith. But into the hairpin now. Lot better of an apex there for McName. Launches out and now is 5/10 behind Martin Webster, the X-Play driver that you will see at the bottom of your screen promoting X-Play. That's his game shop. No sign of Marlon Young here for today, so he's holding it down in the X-Play camp. McName now through the hairpin. Webster takes it a little bit wide. McName really good at that apex, I will say. And there you see him launching right out there. Taberner not able to keep up through that section of the track. And Adam! Trouble for him! And Adam has spun it there as he continues his fight up the road. Luckily for him, he doesn't have to worry about the 3 cars behind, but they are closing up fast. Webster still holding on, though. And this gap now, all 3 drivers within a second. And we're going to see now what goes on through here as they enter through the last section here. Daniel very wide out there, but Webster's wider. McName now, chance to get in there, sliding the rear end. Lap 9 of 12 for these drivers out here, and McName now 3/10. This is going to be a very close fight here as we come towards the end of this first race. Webster goes wide. McName gonna try to get the car turned in. Rupnarine brings out local yellow's gonna lose 1 position out there because of it. But he gets back racing. McName now going to attempt the move. They're side by side. We're gonna keep eyes on Daniel Taberner to see what transpires between these two. Taberner gonna follow, going wide, taking the traditional line. Can he sweep it around? McName gets the move done, and he's sailing away. Webster down to 6th. What can Taberner do about this one? Is he going to allow the driver who was just in front of him to get a free overtake? It was a little too far to follow Michael McName, and now has Webster in between them. Martin Webster not going to go down without a fight. He does go a bit deep, though. A chance for Taberner to go through. He is so close behind the Guyanese now. What's going to transpire between these two? 3/10 the difference. McName now able to spread his wings, and as long as he doesn't make any mistakes, he should be fine. Webster, however, takes a little bit too much of that sausage curb. Defending the inside, goes a little bit deep. Taberner is going to send it down the inside as Webster goes off the track. Taberner goes up into 6th. It's a nightmare for Webster. He loses not 1, but 2 positions in the span of 1 lap, as we are on now lap 10 of 12. What a fight. What a fight that was between these guys. Remember, folks, 1 more race to go. Another 12-lap event where the top 10 of qualifying gets flipped. That means Taberner should be on provisional pole. And the likes of Gabriel is going to be suffering through that midfield. We'll find out, though, as that time transpires. Meanwhile, though, our race leader, Gabriel, looking very confident with his 8-second lead, followed by Tom Flex and Luke Sutherland. After a very early pileup that shuffled up the order a lot, he manages to keep this one alive. Unfortunately for Danny Nasir, he is really going to have to worry about the second race 4 points as trouble ensued him throughout that one. But as we go down the order, P4 and Adam just lost out to Luke. Chasing very hard, but the Canadian just getting it all wrong. And he's just about hanging this one by a thread. Meanwhile, though, Daniel Taberner has really started to reel in Michael McName in the dying stages of the first race of 2 here at Magny Cours. 16 of you guys watching, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're enjoying the action thus far. 1 more race to do it. I can see a lot of track limits and time penalties coming their way very soon. A lot of drivers going outside those white lines. So this might not be your final order here, as now Taberner now 4.4 here. As they go through the chicane, this is always the deal breaker. You could either be the fastest or the slowest around here. Lap 11 of 12, just 2 to go for our race leader and for these drivers down here. What is going to happen now as Taberner, great apex through them. The sparks fly under the rear tray of McName. There's to get the turn in there. Rupnarine, bit of trouble for him as Van Doren is down in 11th, out of the points, I must say. So He really needs to hope that his race too can somehow keep him alive in this championship. Gabriel is flying out here. Now into Adelaide, the hairpin. Now both of them follow each other in the same lines. Exiting out still, 4/10 the difference, but the slipstream you can see as he reels him in. Oh, so close. Are we going to see him move through here? Keeps the foot flat down, has to lift off just a bit. Slipstream so powerful, takes it around the outside. Can he get the move just about done? He slides it, just about keeps the car alive, and he can still fight this one on. Granted, he is now 8/10 down. Taberner throwing everything at him as we now enter the final lap of this first race. One more to do it here. Don't go anywhere. Michael McName, just 1.5 laps to go to keep that P5 alive and well, as Taberner has now gone into full attack mode. Really tries to send it around here. Going through the chicane for the second to last time. One more chance to do it. Our closest fight we have on track. Can't forget about David Costa. Just about a second off of Martin Webster, but it's this man, Gabriel, who is class of the field. We're gonna say our congratulations to him just a moment's time. 9/10 between Taberner and McName, as well as Costa and Webster. What's going to happen between these two drivers out here? Has to reel him in. Taberner's going to have an absolute sensational final lap if he's going to want to take the race top 5 here, as Ruben Ryan brings on more local yellows, but we're on the final lap out here, so no more yellows for these drivers. They're racing to the checkered flag. And as we watch these two guys, we're going to switch gears and look at our race leader. Look at how close that gets. Meanwhile, though, around the last couple corners, a dominant race for Gabriel. He's going to come across the line, and he's now going to lead the championship. What a race for him there. He takes on a P1. There we see Tom Flex is going to take home P2. Luke Sutherland is going to take home 3rd position. All eyes, though, are now on this battle as 3/10 the difference. Can Daniel Taberner have one last send down the inside? McName covers the inside. Taberner forced around the outside. Commits it anyways. Can we see a switch? Tries to look for it. Can't get it done. Chicane to go. Can he hold off? Yes, he can. McName takes it. Meanwhile, Martin goes off the track. Costa's gonna take 7th in his debut race. Webster's gonna be upset, but he's gonna finish 8th position for him. Felipe gonna come around for 9th, as well as Van Dorn, who's going to score a singular point. But now he has a long way to go as he now fights his championship rival, Gabriel. What a fight. What a fight that was. Let's congratulate him. All right, great fight there. Congratulations, our top 3. Let's start with our man who has won this race in dominant fashion. Gabriel, you have shut the haters up with that performance out here. What a race for you. Dominant fashion. Gabriel, take it away. How's that race for you?
I mean, it was a good race. I mean, at the beginning, I was really worried because I fell back down to the 4th place, I think. And then I was like, oh no, I'm gonna, I don't know, there's going to be a contact or something. And then we went into the second sector, that the difficult left-hander, and I just seen that I think Luke next to me spun, and he spun in front of me, and I was like, oh no, the car is gonna be done, broken steering or something. But I got lucky because the car felt good. I had like orange front wing, I think, but it didn't affect the performance. And then overtook Tom, and I was doing consistently qualifying pace, so I'm really happy. I don't know if Luke had some damage, that's why he couldn't catch up, but he will tell us. But it was a good race for me, and I'm excited for the second race.
Indeed, yep, and will be nice to know that you are now leading the championship, so that's always a nice thing to hear as well. A great race for you, a nice little tie to Schumacher at Magny Cours in the Scarlet Red Ferrari Driver Academy, I'll say. So, yeah, normal to see here at Magny Cours, a Scarlet Red car going around here in dominant fashion. Congratulations, Gabriel, on race 1, and good luck for the second.
Thanks.
Hometown hero here, Tom Flex in the Red Bull. What a lovely race there for you to finish in second position. I mean, going into today, did you expect that podium to transpire for you, let alone P2?
Honestly, no. I felt like I should be P8 or P9, but Slipstream made it different, apparently. Good race. Missed my pit stop and also pushed a little bit off the track Gabriel, so I gave him back, and then he just flew like crazy. So yeah, good job to him, and really happy for this podium.
Indeed, man. Congratulations on that one. And in third place, we of course have Luke Sutherland. Luke, great race from you early on, bit of contact coming through your way, but you managed to get back and climb up the field to P3. Luke, do we have you?
Can you hear me?
Yep. Take us through that one. How was that race for you?
It was a bad first race for me. It's not what I wanted. The scruffy first lap, somebody took me out from behind into that second sector, into that hairpin. And then I got damage in the pit lane as well, which was just a rookie mistake. Somebody come out of their pit box and I didn't leave enough space for them and got some damage. And then to get back into P3, I did actually take somebody out. I don't know who it was, but I apologise. I understeered into the side of them and they spun. So yeah, scruffy race. Hopefully can do better in the second race.
Definitely a lot of penalties are going to come through a lot of drivers, so it may not be the finishing position you saw there is going to be the final. Regardless, though...
the thing is wrong, I'm on pole.
Yeah,
all right, we'll do a rolling start. That's going to be the second procedure. I'll let you guys know after that. Either way, though, congratulations, Luke. Great race, and yeah, good luck in the second.
Thank you.
Be a little bit more intelligent about overtakes, by the way, this race, please.
Let's talk about
that's a big
work
thing
real
you
quick.
asked.
That was a bit of a pile up there. That was one of the biggest crashes I've seen for the year. So, yeah, a lot of ambitious drivers, a lot of big dive bombs going 3 wide. Just be smart where you're overtaking. It's a 12-lap race. Yes, it's a sprint, but 12 laps is still quite a lot there. So be smart about your overtakes. Don't just send it for the fans. I mean, you have to worry about your car at the end of the day, and as well as others, because penalties will come your way if you do not. Regardless, though, we are in the second race now, so procedure will go as follows. Everyone will stay in their grid slot. As soon as the lights go out, we are not going racing. I'm going to repeat that one and once only. We are not going racing once the lights go out. You will stay in your grid box, and we will go under an attendance-like order where I will call out everyone's name, and it'll be a 1-lap rolling start single file. So I believe pole position would be going to Daniel Taberner. So the order would be Daniel Taberner, David Costa, Martin Webster, Dylan Moranti, Mike Van Doren, Michael McName, and Adam, Tom Flex, Gabriel, and Luke, followed by Felipe, Andrew, Brandon, and Danny. So I will call everyone's names.
Is Martin Webster in this race?
He probably disconnected, so if I don't see him, it'll just jump up the order. Other than that, once again, stay in your grid slot. I will call you, and as soon as your name is called, you will just get into like the middle of the track or just go around whoever's ahead of you. If you want to go to the outside, fine to do so. It'll be single file. The leader is going to be going around at 80 kilometers. So Taberner, as soon as the lights go out, I will let you go right away. So make sure, once again, you guys are not shifting gears up once and putting into neutral. Sometimes the game can give you a jump start right now, and yeah, we cannot restart the session from this point going forward. All right, so as the lights go out, I will let you guys know what the order will be. So I'm gonna need
Is there a mandatory pit stop?
Yes, there's another tire change out here. So
okay,
Daniel, you're free to go. 80 kilometers for you. Up next, David Costa, you're free to go. Up next, Martin Webster. I'm going to give you 5 seconds if I don't see you. Nope. So Moranti, you'll go up now. Van Doren, you're next, followed by Michael McName. And it's Adam. Tom Flex. Gabrielle.
Martin said he's trying to rejoin.
Luke. Is Martin going to rejoin? All right, well.
But he said he's trying to rejoin. I don't know if he's going to get back in time or not.
Be careful on the back. I'm gonna try to warm the brakes.
Martin Webster going to get... If
he gets up, I'll let him by.
You want to let him by? Okay. All right, Martin. Yeah, just go. Just start moving now. Catch up, and you're just being ahead of Dylan Moranti. Up next, Felipe. Then it is Andrew. And then Danny.
A question, Raul. I do not think Martin even qualified.
Brandon, you're up.
How can he be on the
Brandon, you're
grid?
up. Brandon, you're up. Sorry, what was
Sorry?
that?
I don't even think Martin qualified. He wasn't even in the qualifying
He
section.
was.
How can he be
He
in the
was.
top
He
10?
was. He was. He was.
He what?
Come on.
Yes, he
Qualified
qualified.
eighth.
Yes,
Yeah.
he qualified 8th. All right, let's go to our front runners up here.
Are we letting by Martin? Yeah, watch out,
Yeah,
guys.
Martin.
Don't
Martin's
leave.
gonna.
Let
Martin's going
Martin
to
go.
let go through, and he's gonna be in front of Dylan Moranti. So just be wise of where he is.
Daniel got to slow that speed down. He's going too fast.
He's going 80.
I just keep it at 80 there.
I was a bit above 80 actually, I think.
All right, just keep it at 80 max here. We still got some drivers who are now exiting through the first hairpin.
Stay on the right side, guys. Let
So
Martin through. Stay on the right side.
Hold on,
so
guys.
so green flag racing will be done under my command. So I will let you guys know when we go racing.
What do you mean?
I will be saying when we go racing.
Shouldn't the
Oh.
leader do it?
No, because the
It's not a
first start,
restart.
it's not a restart. It's a race. It's a regular race start.
Go ahead, Martin. Catch up. You're third place.
So it means that it's starting before the green flag, or ever?
Just
I
when Rahul says green.
Yes, when I
Alright.
say
Then we are racing, but single file though.
single file. All right, no more weaving. No more weaving. 80 kilometers max. 80 kilometers max. And now you're under race control when we go green. So get ready for it. All right. So as all the drivers come around,
Full brakes.
as all the drivers single file to begin this one. Let's keep comms clear as best as we can. Had to mute it the last time, so let's keep it clear. Get ready. We're going to allow all the drivers to get onto the front straight, so as soon as I see them exit the last chicane, then we will go. So I'm going to let everyone go through, just so we can save each other the trouble. So single file, guys, single file. Green flag, green flag. Back underway, and now we begin race 2. Here we go. As they all enter through turn 1 side by side. Already contact is made from Martin Webster and Dylan Moranti still side by side. Martin making even a bit more contact there as they all go around the long right-hander, still side by side. There you see Van Dorn onto the outside, almost clipping the grass there, and he just about stays ahead onto the racing room there. A couple drivers going a little bit deep there, and Martin Webster going very slow. Let's go on to the hairpin now. It's Costa against Taberner. The hairpin is going to get very interesting. 4 wide. Taberner. Oh, trouble. As all the drivers try to shuffle their way through, and Adam was that dive bombing. That's a hefty penalty coming his way. For sure, 100%. There you see Moranti really trying to hustle up the top 3 here. And we're going to watch from the skies once more. Oh, a driver going very off there. A lot of drivers spinning, and I think we're now going to call it. Virtual safety car
Oh,
deployed.
sorry,
Virtual
sorry,
safety car
sorry.
deployed.
You can pass. Pass.
Virtual safety car
we-
deployed. So
was,
Moranti, race leader.
What? Out!
Race leader, Moranti. You're going to be going 80 kilometers.
Watch where you're going when you rejoin.
Webster.
Taverner, it was netcode. For me, I didn't touch you, you know?
All right, no worries, no worries.
If you're on the radar, these cars, the colliders
Wait.
are slightly bigger than the
So
car
pits,
is.
so pits are going to be open. Don't worry about position if everyone's going to be entering pits.
But,
Can I ask a
I'd
question?
it's
Go
no
on.
worries.
Who didn't break at
Well,
turn 2?
that's not a question I can answer. This is
Oh,
going to be
no,
looked at
no,
after
it's
the
fine.
race.
No, but it's fine. I just wanted to know.
Not unable
Hey,
to
just
tell
keep the
you.
comms clear, please.
Yeah,
Keep
let's
the
guys,
comms-
let's keep
guys,
comms
just
clear.
keep the comm clear.
This is communication with race control with all you guys out here. So pits are open, of course. No overtaking. I do see a bit of lag coming from, I think that's Tom there. So I'm just going to take a look at your ping. So as pits are open, driver's going to come in. We're going to see if anyone does stay out. I don't think it's viable, too. And I think, yeah, everyone is in the pits. All right, whoever comes out first out of pit road is going to be the race leader. Just, that's for everyone to know. So we're going to find out now. Who is going to be out? That's going to start it. And not too sure who that is. So it's McName, followed by Moranti, Taberner, David Costa, Gabrielle, Danny Nasir, Luke Sutherland, Andrew Rupner, Ryan, Tom Flex, Brandon Smith, and Felipe. The rest of the drivers are still in the pits.
You take tires in, Michael?
You jump me, Costa.
So, Michael, you are at 100 kilometers and single file.
Can we wave?
Nope.
Yeah, Michael, there's no way you took tires, man.
I'm probably going to pit again because
Well, if you didn't take tires, then yeah.
You were out too quickly. You can't have.
So, Michael McName has not taken the mandatory tire change and has to come in again. That is a huge
tires
cost
are
now.
going to be very, 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 very cold.
So it's going to be very interesting to see how this one turns out here.
Yeah.
So as the driver's now single file, we can now look at the order. So McName starting first, followed by Dylan Moranti, Daniel Taberner.
I have a stop-go message on my screen that says 20 seconds. What is that for?
Might be speeding a little bit.
Speeding, probably.
Is that gone now?
It's gone, yeah.
All right. So, McName is going to lead us off. He is going to be controlling the start.
Why does the strategy reset every...
Yeah, it's a bit
It
annoying.
did that to me. It did to me last race. So I made sure to do it this way.
A bit of a silly Assetto Corsa thing.
Yeah.
It's these stupid, silly things in this game that cost me a lot of races. I just don't get it.
I'm here quick, bro. You'll get back.
So McName a bit upset.
Can I ask a big favor of you guys? Please don't do what you did to me in the forest race and run into the back of me because you're faster than me. Take your time and pass me properly, please.
Make sure there's some respect. It's still a bit of ways to go.
Why are we braking for no reason?
I am driving my race, you're behind me, okay? I'm not braking for no reason. I'm braking for my corner. Don't run into the back of me. Pay attention.
I'm not talking to you then.
Can we guys communicate less and, after the race?
Yep, we'll talk about it after the race.
Brendan, it's single file.
All right, single file completely. McName, you now control. So, Michael is going to control the order now. Yeah, it's up to you when you go racing now. It's 80 kilometers. So, waiting as he weaves around. When does he go? Remember, he does need to pit now.
Thanks for the damage there.
When are we going to go back racing? Has he gone? No, just waiting for it. Is he going to enter pits? Ooh, a little bit of contact there.
You're gonna be that slow to the corner.
And we are back underway. Here we go. As they all go through the chicane. Looks pretty fine. There we see in the background. Oh, wow, Felipe and was that Van Dorn who makes contact with each other? And both of them enter the pits. Van Dorn is out. Is that his championship gone here today? 2 Chenstep points and has only scored 1 here for today. Van Dorn is out of this one. That could be a huge turning point in the championship. We'll talk about all that later on as Taverner goes side by side with Dylan Moranti here through the hairpin. And he sends some dive bombs. There we see Flex there on the inside of Roop Narayan. Gets that done and cleared away. Now Taverner still trying to find a way to get past Moranti as they go through the chicane through here. Sausage curb can be very dangerous. Trying to find a good angle over here as we see Taverner onto the inside. Gabriel trying to fight his way through as well. Side by side though is Moranti and Taverner unable to get the move done. Still lap 4 of 12. 2 cautions early on. Roop Narayan goes off the track. They all snake up through the hill of Imola. And Gabriel with a lot of momentum. Gonna tuck in. A bit of a wiggle there from Man in P2 there. Remember, this could potentially be your battle for the race win. McName unsure if he did take tires. So we'll find out, though. Here we go, breaking down very slow was Taberner. For the moment there, kind of slowed down the top 5, but this is what this championship's all about, the top 5. A lot of drivers close racing each other. Meanwhile, though, Danny Nasir fighting on now, defending between Luke Sutherland and Tom Flex. Tom, trying to avoid, he tries to avoid Danny, and Tom was up there as well. Both of the drivers
lagging all over the place, can't tell where he was.
And gets back under it. Wow. Hard racing there and trying to avoid Danny Nasir. Wasn't as fast through that section. Loses out. Here comes Gabriel now onto the inside. Sends it. Can Costa switch back? No, he cannot. But 2 retirements so far. Martin Webster and Mike Van Dorn. In this one, back up the field now. There we see Daniel Taberner trying to look for a move, as well as David Costa and Gabriel. This was the pack racing we were missing from the first race. Usually it does happen in the first race. Then it calms it down into the second. But now as we watch up the road here, as David tries to find a way to get past, goes very wide. That's going to be a track extend. Don't want to get 4 of those, but he's going to send it regardless. Tries to keep it onto the inside. Does a good job of keeping it clean. And he's going to tuck in behind Gabriel, championship leader. Looks to the outside. Can he get the move done? No, he cannot. Up the road, though, McName has now officially entered the pits. So that now means Moranti for Valhalla is now leading the French Grand Prix race 2 of 2, as we are now at the halfway mark. He is defending off of Daniel Taberner, and soon will be Gabriel. What is going to transpire? Don't go anywhere. This is just about to get started. The heat is about to get underway. Here we go. As now David Costa tries to hang on here to this battle. We could potentially see 4 cars in it to win it. Danny Nasir, very happy at this position he is right now. But and Adam, who last time out, these guys did come together in the first race. I really hope they can keep it clean for this one now. Into the braking zone now. Danny a little bit deep. Now hustling, trying to look for a move. 3/10 the difference. He has the toe. He has the slipstream. Very powerful through here. Has to be smart where he puts his car down. Danny defends the inside. Goes a little bit deep. Adam is going to take it wide. Try to swerve it down to the inside. Cannot get it done that time around. So he's going to have to fight it for another day. That other day could be coming very soon as they now enter Imola. Adam now looking for another move against Nasir as they go through Imola. Very tricky section. Can easily make or break your time. Very wide goes Danny. Collects some dirt as he goes over the grass. Even closer now is Adam as he goes to the outside. Tries to find a momentum. Side by side are the 2 Canadians. Looks to remove Danny. Can he send it? No, he's going to back out of it. And no, Adam goes deep. Adam goes very wide into the gravel. He gets the move done and he stays ahead.
Take the position.
All right, so Adam, you're going to swap positions with Danny. Just do that on the back straight. That works too.
Thank you.
And not surprised there, Stewart's picking up that. Running off the track, getting a position there. So he does give the position back. But up the field now. Gabriel closer to the top 3. David a little bit far down the order. Is going to try to close up this gap as we're on lap 7 of 12. Big points for Taberner as well, might I add. And a big win. And a big comeback for Valhalla if they can take a race W out here. As Taberner quickly goes to the inside to defend. Gabriel staying around the outside. This top 3 might see it to the checkered flag. Who is going to win it? Will Gabriel go 2 for 2? Will it be Daniel Taberner getting some big points in this championship? Or Or will it be Dylan Moranti going to take the first win after many, many months? As they go through now, there we see the top two look like they did slide the rear end just a bit. And now 2/10 the difference between Gabriel and Daniel Taberner. Sends it down the inside there. There you see him. Oh, no, he's going to back out. He's going to back out. Taberner goes a little bit wide as they now enter through the chicane complex. A little bit of a skip and a hop for Daniel Taberner. And still so close this battle is between these two guys. Meanwhile, now and Adam closer now to Danny Nasir this time by. And now through the long right-hander. Let's see how close he can get onto the front straight. Looks to be a little bit wide, so has to lift off a little bit, and he's unable to close up this time by. Meanwhile, Taberner doing a great job of holding it off, or what's that commentator's curse? I think it might have been Gabriel on the inside. Had a look up. Couldn't get it done. Taberner goes a little bit deep. And Daniel fighting with every inch of this Formula 4 car that it can take in this fixed series. As Gabriel, as he sends it, he's gonna commit down the inside as he got the move done. Taberner tries to hold on for dear life. The space is there, and what a battle this is, as Taberner is still gonna be inched just about ahead. Dylan's gonna love these two guys battling in the background as they now go through Imola. And sliding the rear, catches it is Gabriel, and they still continue to fight. Lap 8 of 12, time is running out. Sutherland, trouble. He's off. Has he run out of gas? I believe he's just run out of gas. Into the pits. I think he's out of this one. Potentially will be the fuel number. Incorrect. And that's him done. And Adam, though, around the outside. Unable to get that one done. And now through the chicane there. Danny still holding off P5. But for how long can he do it? Can he keep it to the very end of this race? It would be incredible if he does. But that is your battle for P5. Your battle for the race win. Still up for grabs. But a way better exit there for and Adam now, as he really tries to close up this gap. Oh, bit of lag there. Bit of a lag spike for Danny Nasir. As we go back up the order now, we see Gabriel really closing on. Against Daniel Taberner this time by. Is he gonna send it? He fakes it to the inside. Taberner reacted, but Gabriel goes way too deep off the racing line. Really fighting hard through here. But Moranti continues to lead on. Just a couple laps more, and Valhalla has a race winner on their hands. Back to this battle down here, and Adam looking for a move on Danny Nasir. Danny Nasir does have a bit of a high ping on him. That might be a bit unstable. It's not helping him in the long run. Heading into the braking zone, there you see, trying to find a switch, but Adam just cannot get the car turned in time for a move. Danny Nasir still up the road ahead now. Meanwhile, as those two battle, Tom Flex is not that far behind. As we go back up the road now, your top three, as we see Moranti has lost about 3/10 just towards the end of that lap. Is now down to 9/10, lap 10 of 12. As we see, I think Brandon Smith got Felipe, as Felipe has suspension damage on his car. No idea how he got that on his hands, but he's going to be limping that car home, but somehow still able to fight against Brandon Smith. No matter how much damage he has, that is really the true spirit of a racing driver. Adam tries to close up against Danny Nasir on the straight, as well as these two over here who are still fighting it out. This time, I'm smelling a move out here. Gabriel, can he set it up this time? He has a bit of space to play around with. Switches to the outside. Tavener to the inside. Does not go too deep. Can he pull a switch back? No, he cannot. Not this time, no. Desperation. When does it kick in for these two guys? As we head to the conclusion of round 3, next week out, we go to Monza. The Monza Super Speedway, as I like to call it. It's going to be a slipstream fest around there. Can't wait to be there in just 1 week's time. 2/10, though, is Adam against Danny Nasir. Hopping over through the chicane, trying to find a way around the outside. Oh, he finds it! He found it! He found the space! Danny Nasir trying to go through. Can't get it done. What a move, though. They're still side by side. Danny Nasir now against Adam. Goes through there, and Danny goes a little bit deep. He's going to lose the position. And Adam, after a hard-fought battle, goes in up the position of 5th. Meanwhile, I saw a little wiggle from Tavener with just 2 laps to go on the straight. Loses momentum. Gabriel, a chance to get 2nd position. Gabriel round the outside. Tavener on the inside. Who is going to break first? Tavener tries to hold on for dear life. He does, but not enough. Gabriel takes the position from Daniel Tavener. Gabriel up into 2nd, but for how long can Daniel Tavener go for one last send of a lifetime? Round the outside, don't want to hook up the rear end too much. He does commit for it though. Power down. CMRSC, this is what we're all about, racing to the checkered flag. Nose to tail, door to door, wheel to wheel, and some awesome fair competition. Gabriel gets the move done, has to defend out. Can he get a second to Moranti? He's just right there in front of him. Daniel Tavener is going to want to get back this move as soon as possible, but we're coming down to it. We're coming down to the white flag, the 1 to go, and already 9/10 the difference between Moranti and Gabriel. A little bit wide there. Oh, is both Tavener and Gabriel fastest lap, 42.0, final lap. In the French Grand Prix, 9/10 the difference. 4/10, however, between Daniel Tavener and Gabriel. A little bit of a slide on the rear end does not help his case a lot. These three within a second. Look how close this is. Your battle for the race win. Last time we saw this battle transpire, it was a photo finish at the line. This time, however, no lap cars in sight. There we see, heavier on the brakes is Gabriel. That gap closing down, 6/10 the difference. What a fight this is turning out to be for the very end of this 3rd round. Can Gabriel sweep it? Can Valhalla get themselves a race winner after so long? Can Tavener get 2-1? As we enter through the latter stages of the 2nd sector for the final time. 6/10 the difference, about 7/10. Flex now finds a move down the inside of Danny Nasir as, oh, almost contact is made. Did he shove him off the track? I'm not too sure. But more side-by-side action happening between these two drivers. Nonetheless, though, we look back up here. Gabriel with just 4/10 the difference now. Can he send a dive bomb, Zandvoort style? We're gonna see now. 3 corners to go. 2 corners to go. The chicane is left. Needs a send of a lifetime. He does go for it. Contact is made. 3 of them are off, and that is not gonna go to Gabriel. Tavener holds off. That's Moranti's win. Back down the order, though, looking at top flex, Michael McName, side by side at the line. McName just by inches ahead. Both of them slide. Both of them do. They both push each other over the line. Danny Nasir cannot take advantage. But what a fight that was. We got to address the situation. That race win.
Holy shit.
That race.
Is a P4 good for the Hulkion this season?
All right, just
think that's
just for
Silverstone
the record, that is going to be Moranti's win there. The second and third place positioning will be unofficially decided after the race. Will be officially decided after the race. Officially, top 3 is Moranti, Gabrielle, and Taberner. That can change after looking at replays after the race, but just to address that situation there. But regardless, though, much of a better race for you guys there. Did see a bit of argy-bargy, but not as bad as first race there. Give you guys yourselves a pat on the back. A lot of fun racing there. And let's congratulate our top 3. And what a race that was. Between them, fantastic racing. Between all of them, I'm sweating watching that one. All right, so first off, we got to congratulate our race winner, Dylan Moranti. Valhalla is back on the top step. And Dylan, it's happy to see you. Happy to see you back on that top step as well. You are our winner here for our race 2, managing to survive the onslaught of attacks you received all race long. Dylan, this race is all you, man. How's that?
That was a roller coaster, man. That first race was not the most fun situation I got caught up in, but I mean, at the end there, I raced with Daniel for a bit.
Trying to go for some donuts.
And we had some good battling side by side, so respect to him for keeping it clean. And I saw him, he was battling with Gabriel for a P2. I was just praying that he was holding Gabriel back for the longest time because I know how fast he is. I really didn't want to deal with him. And then that last lap, it wasn't the fastest of laps, and on the second to last corner, I messed up my gearing. I took it at third instead of second, so I had a slower exit because I was too worried about Gabriel behind me. So it compromised my exit, but I mean, it was good. It was a good attempt. It was just unfortunate that I was in contact. I thought I was far enough left, but I don't know what happened. But it was a good race.
Good race indeed, and yeah, I mean, it's a nice refresher after a little bit of a not so great first race, but to come out on top in the second one, that was fantastic there. Congratulations on that race win.
Thank you.
And unofficially, second and third, that will still be decided after the race. Gabrielle, unofficially, that is your second place. That was a very hard fight, a last bit of lunge, but very understandable. That is just some hard racing to the very end. You managed to have a great race as well. Top 3 was definitely a hard one to crack there, but you managed to score a good podium, second place there as a result. Gabrielle, take it away. How was that one?
I have a different opinion. I mean, I'm gonna appeal and for the first place.
Totally okay. Yeah.
I mean, but nonetheless, we will look at it, and but it was a lot of fun with you guys. I mean, Daniel, you were defending like a champion. I have no idea how you were pulling it off. And even if I overtook him, I mean, it was the same situation, but in a different corner when I was in front of David. Not David. Daniel. I was in front of Daniel, and yeah, I already seen him in my radar that he was on the inside and he was going for not even for a lunge, but he had a better exit, and his front wheels were at where were my rear wheels. So of course I went wide. I left him space because other than that we would have incident. And I feel like it was the same situation in the last chicane, but we will look at it. But I had a lot of fun. It was a great race. I was trying my best. Daniel, once again, great defending, and yeah, I'm happy for the points. Also a little bit cheeky, Daniel, with the track limits, I would have to say. But nah, it was all fun. Congratulations. If Dylan, you were in front of me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so even if he won, then congratulations to you. It was great, and I'm happy to get the championship lead, and hopefully I will have great results in the future as well.
For sure, man. This could be that turning point that could finally give you that championship. That little extra bragging point. You could tell everyone, well, I'm faster than you. Why? Because I have a championship and you don't. That was still a great race, though, there, Gabrielle. Congratulations. And yeah, fun stuff from you. And swiftly moving on over to our man in third place, unofficially, of course, Daniel Taberner. That was a hard fight. That was probably some of the best defending I've seen in a long time, keeping Gabriel behind you for so many laps after so many attacks. You get it done, and man, that was overall a fantastic race for you there. Daniel, take it away. How's that one?
Yeah, really fun. Really good battle with Gabriel. Enjoyed that so much better than the first race. Yeah, I thought he was going to get past eventually. He's much faster, but I just figured, you know, maybe I can keep him behind me the whole race. He got through with a couple laps to go, but that was, yeah, still really enjoyable. Congratulations to both of them.
Yeah, a bit of a scrappy race one as well for you, but yeah, you were able to just wipe that off, put it into the past, and just look forward, and that was a great start from you in this race as well. And yeah, it was just fighting all your way to the front of the pack. So yeah, massive congratulations to you, and great points as well on the board. Great result.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, that is going to be round 3 done and dusted. I'll come back here and just have a little bit of a word with you guys. Other than that, if you guys have to leave, completely understandable. Thank you for joining us here. I hope you can come in for the final half of this championship. Next week, we go to Monza, not your typical layout, the testing layout. So it's going to be a lot of slipstreaming, and yeah, overall should be a very interesting race. Mutual respects for everyone, of course. Fantastic results, and yeah, all penalties will be sorted out at a later date. As of now, we're just going to go through a quick little race rundown. Congratulations to everyone. Great racing. And yeah, we'll speak about it after. Great results from everyone, of course. That is going to do it. What a fantastic race out here at Magny Cours. First race, though, we got a bit of chaos. Next week out, though, we go to the Temple of Speed, True Speed. If you remember 2023 race 1 of the year, DTM World Championships. Slipstream Fest, I will say. And with these cars topping out, well, that is going to be a race that's going to be unforgettable. My name is Rahul Nasir from Caribbean Motor Racing Sim Club. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you in 1 week's time as the championship comes to a close. We just have 2 rounds to go. We'll see you then.